Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really small book haul for you guys. I only have about 6 books to show you. So to be honest, I probably won't be having a lot of book hauls on my channel, probably for the next year. Number one, I am completely out of room on my shelves for any new books, and I have so many unread books on my shelves that I still need to get through. I'm in the middle of so many series, and I don't want to unhaul anything until I've read it, and I'm sure that I'm not going to like it or continue the series, etc. So I only have a few books to show you guys, but before we go ahead and get on into the haul, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new bookish content. I post new content every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, and sometimes other days throughout the week. Also, don't forget to check down in the description box below for links to all of my social media, my Buddy Read Discord, and my Patreon, where you can be entered into winning book giveaways from me. So the first books I'm going to show you guys is a series, and that is the Fits in the Fool trilogy by Robin Hobb. I have been slowly getting through Robin Hobb's books in 2021. I read The Live Ship Traders and Tawny Man, and I do have reviews for all of those books. I have an entire Robin Hobb review playlist. I'll link it up in the card so you guys can check it out, and a couple of live shows I did with some other awesome booktubers. And I was going to start the Rain Royale Chronicles, and I did read Dragon Keeper in January, I think, and was fairly not impressed. I wasn't loving it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it as much as like her other series I've read. And considering that I've read and heard that that is the weakest, I decided to just skip it for now and jump into Fits in the Fool. I do fully intend to go back and read the Rain Wild Chronicles when I'm done with this, of course, and maybe after reading the Piebald Prince. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I've already read Fool's Assassin, and I do have a full review for this that I will link up in the cards. And the other books in this series include Fool's Quest, Book 2, which hopefully I will be starting super soon, and Fool's Fate, Book 3, which is a chunker. So I'm really excited to have this series in my Hobb collection and just to kind of fill out all of the books of hers because I've been loving everything I've read by her. The next book was a gift given to me for Valentine's Day by my husband, and that is A Ruin of Roses by K.F. Breene. And I'm pretty sure this is a self-published book, and it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, so it's a fantasy romance. But I've never read anything about this author, and I don't know much about this book, but Beauty and the Beast is my favorite fairy tale, and I love reading retellings. In fact, I do have a whole video on Beauty and the Beast book recommendations that I've read, which I'll link up in the cards if you guys are interested in checking that out. But this book sounds different from any other Beauty and the Beast retelling that I've read. It follows a dragon prince, so the people of this kingdom are shapeshifters, and he stole a throne, and he's ruling from this throne, and his kingdom was completely destroyed. It's locked in time because he made a deal with this demon. One day, the dragon prince finds our main character, I don't know her name, trespassing on his land, and he ends up kidnapping her and bringing her back to his castle. And somehow or another, they both realize that she has the power and the means to help save the entire land from the curse of this demon. So, has some Beauty and the Beast elements, has some good fantasy elements, and from my understanding, it has some good romance smutty elements. Not something I normally read, but I'm gonna give it a go, and I'm sure I'll like it. So. The next book is Galliant by V.E. Schwab. This was one of my most anticipated fantasy releases of 2022, so when it came out, I definitely couldn't wait to grab myself a copy, and I absolutely love the aesthetics of this book. I think that the cover is really pretty, but then we also have really, really gorgeous end pages, and then there are some illustrations throughout the book as well, and I think it ties into the plot. So in this book, we're following a girl named Olivia, and Olivia's mother is deceased, and the only thing that she knows about her mother and about her family technically is this journal. And as she's reading this journal, it looks like that her mother is slowly descending into madness because there are all of these drawings, these crazy drawings. And one day Olivia receives a letter from this homestead named Galliant, and asking her to come there, but her mother's journal warned her never to go to Galliant. However, Olivia decides to go. And when she gets there, there's like one living relative, a cousin of hers, and that cousin did not write her that letter. So Olivia decides to stay to investigate if she can find out what happened to her mother, exactly why her living relative, her cousin, is suddenly having all of these strange dreams, and what these drawings in the journal might mean. And then she comes across this locked, like forbidden door and decides to see what's on the other side. So I'm super excited for this because I have a feeling it's going to be fantastical and a little bit whimsical and probably a little bit creepy, and definitely can't wait to get into this new visual world. And finally, we have Girzel by I Anonymous. This is a self-published work, and the author was kind enough to send me a copy. He's very supportive of my booktube channel, so I do appreciate all of your support. And it sounds like a book that's right up my alley because it sounds like an Arthurian retelling, which is like near and dear to my heart, as well as like, historical, maybe some fantasy thrown in there. So thank you so much for sending me a copy of this. I cannot wait to get to it. All right, you guys, that is it for my small book haul. I told you it wasn't going to be a ton of books, but I'm very excited to get to all of these. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of them and what you thought of them, or what new books you have gotten recently, and I will see y'all in another video soon. Bye!